Hey Otter Pops! My name is Ashley of Ashley Otters Crochet and welcome to my channel. If you're returning from my first video, thank you for watching and thank you for sticking with me. And if you're new here, welcome. My goal on this channel is just to videotape me crocheting, maybe have some conversations. We'll see how it goes. This is going to be the start of a new series I like to call Crochet with Me, where I'm just gonna, think of some projects, whatever I want to work on, and I'll work on it with you guys. Today what I want to do is I want to try making some pants. I've made some tops and stuff like that, but I haven't quite delved into the world of pants yet. I'm a little scared being a plus size individual, it can be quite difficult. But this is going to be my own design. It may have some similarities to other designs. Shorts are very basic, so I just, as a forewarning, I am not following any pattern. This is just me trying to throw some things together. If it works, it works. But yeah, so I have my yarn here. I have 2 skeins of the Lion brand Pound of Love. It is the color pastel blue, and I'm going to be making shorts, just basic shorts. Hey guys, so this is editing Ashley. Don't mind the fact that I look like trash. I just wanted to check in and let you know that I don't end up finishing the shorts in this video. It happens. I'm not, disappointed or anything. I kind of figured I wouldn't. I started a little late to be able to finish it, by the time I needed to upload this video. So yeah, just as a forewarning, I do not finish the shorts in this video. There will be a part 2 most likely next week. I have another video planned for Sunday, but the next Crochet with Me part 2 of the shorts will be uploaded next week on Wednesday. Thanks. I want to try to make shorts with pockets, if I can figure out how to do that. Girls gotta love some pockets. But we'll see how it goes. And like I said, I have 2 skeins of the same color. They're both from the same dye lot. So if you're gonna make yourself something, make sure you get colors that are of the same dye lot, because even though it's like a pretty big brand, like Lion brand is pretty big, when they do different dye lots, it can come out a completely different color. This yarn is a medium weight 4, and it calls for a size 6 millimeter. I'm probably gonna go a little bit smaller, because if you look at it, I'm gonna do a center pole. Let me know in the comments if you prefer a center pole or if you prefer an outer pole. Yeah, if you look at the yarn, that's pretty thin. So I think a 6 millimeter is going to be a little too big for me. So I'm probably going to go with a 4.5, maybe a 4. We'll see what works. Gotta take care of all this yarn barf though. Here we have the end. My idea for these shorts is I want to do high-waisted, maybe some pockets. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the ribbing. I already did my measurements, so I'm just going to start with the ribbing and go from there. I have this pillow that I like to use. What I'll do is I'll just set it on my lap, and this helps keep my arms up while I'm crocheting, and this will also be a lot better of a view, so you can actually kind of see what I'm doing. Alright, the hooks that I'll be using for this are the Clover Amour hooks. I know a lot of people recommend these. I got a pack in the past. I didn't really like the way it crocheted. the hook itself was kind of like tacky, you know, like the yarn would stick to it. And then the grip kept slipping off on me, which was really annoying. However, I decided to give it a second chance. I'm currently using the 3.5 on a separate project. I'm liking this pack a lot better than the first pack I got, but we'll see if it changes as I go. Yeah, for this project, I think I'm going to use a 4.0. And that is the Clover Amour 4.0. So, fair warning, I do have cats, so you might hear them in the background. Their names are Egg and Snuggles, if you're curious. Alright, so we're gonna start the chain. If you want to see how I do it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a good enough angle, but basically what I'll do is I'll grab it with my fingers. I'll wrap it around my thumb, my index finger, and my middle finger. I'll use my middle finger to hook it. It rolls off. Then I bring my fingers through the loop, grab onto the long tail, not the end, pull that piece through, and then just pull it tight. And that'll give you a slip knot. So what I'll probably do is I'll just do, sorry, tension is a little off. First project of the day. So I think I'll chain 10. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have my chain of 10. That's what that looks like. So that's my chain 10. And then now I'm going to chain 1 for my turning chain. And then I will start single crocheting into the back bump only. So if you see you have the chain here, you know, you have the little loops. If you turn it over, you have these little bumps. You know, you have the loop, and then you have the bump on the back. I'm going to be chaining into this back. So what you do, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to find the second loop from the hook, turn it around, and then we're going to single crochet into that back bump. And I know some people will do like a foundation chain. I like the foundation chains, but I always forget how you're supposed to start them. So I think just doing a simple chain works for me, and so that's what I'm gonna do. This is my first time working with Lion Brand Pound of Love, so I just want to make sure I'm paying attention and I'm doing all the steps that I should be. that's my finished chain. So that's 10 single crochets. And then I personally am gonna put in some stitch markers just to help me keep track of where the beginning of the chain is and where the end of the chain is, just so that way I don't drop stitches. You know, I've gotten to a level where I feel like I would be okay without them, but I like to have the stitch markers there. It's, you know, it's like a fail-safe, you know, just in case. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna chain 1, and then I'm going to start single crochet into the back loop only. And that should give a bit of a rib texture. I almost did a half double crochet. Should I do half double? No, I'll do... Yeah, I'll do single crochets for the ribbing, and then half double crochets for the actual legs of the pants, or the body of the pants. And then from here, you know, I have 4 single crochets in the back loop. I'm just gonna keep going so I get to the end of the chain. I almost did half double crochet again. The other project that I'm working on is a gift for my mom, and it's full of double crochets, so I think my hands are just used to doing that motion. I think in the future, I'd like to use cotton yarn for pants, just because I feel like it'd be a little more suited for the summer. And I think it would just work out a bit better. However, cotton yarn can be expensive depending on how much you need. And again, as a plus size individual, I don't want to waste the money on yarn that is just going to be used for like a prototype version. I do plan on wearing these. You know, I try not to make stuff that isn't gonna either go to a home that'll get use of it, or, you know, like if I'm making something for myself, I'll only make stuff that I know I'm gonna wear, just because I don't want to be wasteful. But yeah, so for now, I'm just gonna use acrylic until I have a better sense of what I'm doing. As of right now, we're about 5 rows in, and this is the pattern that it's like a ribbed texture, and that'll help with a bit of the elasticity of the project. Yeah, I think it just makes the yarn a bit bouncier. And make sure when you're making like the ribbing for a top or pants or whatever, make sure you're paying attention to the size, just because crochet does stretch. Like the yarn will stretch, so you want to make sure that you're not making it too big to the point where, like, while you're trying it on and as you like crochet more, the weight of the yarn on the bottom could start to weigh it down and stretch it out a bit. So just make sure you're paying attention to the size, so that way it's not, you know, so big that it'll fall off of you, but it's also not so small that it's difficult to get on. You want that perfect medium. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably just gonna keep crocheting the ribbing. I'll record myself while I do this. I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going, and then as I get further in, or if I think of something to talk about, I will let you guys in. So, as you can see, I got a number of rows done already. It's probably going to take a while for me to get a chain. I got quite a bit done, but you know, it's probably going to take a little while for me to get enough length to fit around my waist. So from here, I'm probably just going to put something on. I'm still going to be recording myself crocheting. Yeah, I'm going to put something on the TV, and then I'll be watching stuff while I crochet, and hopefully that'll help me go a little bit faster.
You should go out and get all the materials you need in order to crochet. For this patchwork cardigan tutorial, you will need the following.
doing a bit more of the ribbing. This is how much we have done so far. I'm at about 30 inches when the ribbing is stretched. And again, I'm measuring when the ribbing is stretched, that way it fits snugly around my waist and I don't have to worry about it falling off. So this is about 30 inches. In order to fit around my waist, I'm going to need about 16 more inches. And let me just double check my gauge. So for me, so for me, 4 rows of ribbing gives me about an inch. So with me needing about 16 more inches, I'll need about 64 more rows. Bit of a ways, but since it's only 10 stitches per row, it's going pretty quickly. I'm going to keep going with this. Right now I'm watching some of Pashio Knit Kelsey's videos. I was just watching Eikoxun, some of her videos before, but then I moved on to Kelsey. Yeah, so I'm just gonna continue watching some videos while I crochet, and I'll come back once I have the ribbing all done.
I mean, I don't enjoy this, but it's possible. Interesting. Well, I mean, these might come in handy.
Okay guys, so I'm at about 34 inches right now, and I need another 10. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put a stitch marker in this row just to help me keep track of how many rows I'm doing. If you guys want to know, these are just some basic stitch markers I got off Amazon. I think it's like I can't remember how many pieces. I think each color has like 20, and there are like 15. So yeah, there would be about 300 pieces in here. So yeah, I'm gonna mark off this row. So that way I know that this is where my count starts for like the 40, to help me keep track of how much longer I have to go. so my boyfriend just got home. This is how much we got done. I'm gonna put a pin in this right now. I'm gonna chill with him for a little bit, and then I will be back later to finish this up. Hey Otter Pops, so clearly it's a different day. I ended up not getting back to the shorts, was it last Thursday? However, we're here. We're gonna continue. I ended up getting distracted when my boyfriend came home, and last week he had some days off, so I wanted to make sure I was spending some of that time with him. But in any case, I'm gonna set my stuff up and we're gonna get started. This is my project bag. It's just a Target bag. Nothing fancy. We need, from what I recall, we needed 40 more rows from this stitch marker. So we are on row 25, we need 40. So that means we need 15 more. So I'm gonna continue this. And I will be back once we're towards the end. I made an oopsie. I was crocheting into both stitches on the top instead of only crocheting into the back stitch. So I gotta undo everything I just did. It's all in the love of crochet. Now we're on row 36 out of however many. But that means we have 4 more to go from the stitch marker, where we should have the proper So that's 40. I'm not sure how many rows altogether, but let's check the length. That's long enough. Alright, so that is our waistband. No, like the ribbing for the waistband. Alright, so I'm gonna go through and count how many rows we have all together, and I will be back with a count. Hey guys, so I just counted all of the rows, and all together we have 130, which, yeah, pretty sizable. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna undo this last row so that way I can connect the sides together, and then from there I'll start working in the round in order to get the waist of the shorts. So yeah, let me undo this row. Okay. Next, I'm going to chain one at the end of row 129, and then you bring the panels around. So these are going to be stitching down here, like to the start of so that means we're going to be crocheting down to the starting chain, and then from there we'll start working around the bottom. I'll probably do a row of slip stitches just to make sure it's all evened out, and then from there I'll probably do like half double crochets. Yeah, I'll update you guys as I figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, so we're gonna stitch these together. I think what I'm gonna do is take these out. Straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the back loop of this row, and then go into the back loop of this row. My cat is messing with stuff. I should go get him. And then we're just gonna slip stitch down, going through the back loops, slip stitching. Okay, he stopped messing with stuff. Okay, he's messing with stuff again. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. If you're wondering, the one messing with stuff is the 1-year-old named Aang. Full of energy, but I will definitely have to play with him later. And now we're back to just slip stitching down. Not too bad. There's only 10 stitches to connect, so, well, like 10 slip stitches I have to do to connect it all. And into the last stitch. Okay, so that's all slip stitched together. And if you look on this side, it looks like it's if you look on this side, this is the right side. It just looks like it's part of the ribbing. So yeah, we slip stitch all the way down. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working around the band. I'm going to do slip stitches for the first row, just so that I can make sure everything comes out even. Nothing. If you can hear him, he's crying. Hank! Hold on, he's getting into shit. Alright. Whoever said having cats was the easy, or cats don't do much, they're not interesting, whatever, yeah, they fucking lied. Because I know a little guy who loves getting into literally everything. Love the energy sometimes. Sometimes it's annoying, but overall I do love him. He's very cute. So I put a stitch marker in to mark my first stitch, going around, so that way I don't lose track. He's playing with the toy. Don't worry, it's fine. Oh, buddy. If you can't tell, he's the chatty one. But also, the other one, Snuggles, she can be chatty, but usually she's quiet for most of the day, and then at night is when she starts getting chatty. Aang is just chatty. so we reach all the way around. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch into the first stitch of the round, and from here I will probably half double crochet in the round. Do like one row of half double crochet in each stitch. So I slip stitched into the end, and then I chained one. Really quick, so just as like a tip, as I go, I try to crochet around the tail, so like the tail from the very start of the project. But in general, like I usually try to crochet over my tails just to make it a little bit easier, so that way at the end I don't have 100 some odd ends that I have to weave in. Okay, so for me, this is something I've noticed that I don't really like slip stitches, especially, I mean, it gave it kind of a nice even border. However, I don't like working into them because they can be quite stiff. You know, they're not as stretchy, whatever. So I am going to undo all that work. I know, I'm dumb. However, I'm going to undo all that work, and I'm going to go around and single crochet along the edges. Just because it's going to be easier. I don't have to worry about my tension as much. And yeah, so I think that's the way to do it. We're back at the end of the row, so now again I'm going to slip stitch into the first stitch of the row, chain one, and now I'm going to start half double crocheting into every stitch. And now we'll just keep going around like this. we have reached the end of the flow. It is currently 12 o'clock. Usually I'll skip the slip stitch and the chain stitch when I'm connecting my rows, so I'm going to do that. Slip stitch in the first one, chain one, and here. Honestly, I should probably try this on just to make sure it fits okay. So I'm going to go do that. Alrighty, so I tried it on and it fits. It's a little loose. I might have to go back and slip stitch later, but I'm not gonna do anything so far. So what I'm gonna do now is I've put in different colored stitch markers. So where I joined, that's gonna be the back of the shorts, and then I put a green stitch marker to indicate the front, and then on the sides I kept the black stitch markers. And then so what I'm going to do is as I go around, I am going to increase on the sides so that way it'll go over my hips, and then from there you know, I'll keep going until it reaches my thighs, you know, and then I'll separate it. But for right now, I'm going to work on going around and increasing. I'll record a little bit, but then I'll probably go off and watch some stuff. In about 45 minutes, I'm going to break for lunch. So I'll come back and say something before I do that. But let's see how much we can get done in the next 45 minutes.
This is TikTok Tuesday, the series that sucks. Let's go.
To Scotland again. I
You banned from Scotland?
This is insane. The trouble is
We have a special guest. This is Egg. Sweet boy. He might stay, he might run off. We'll see. convention. And this is what we have so far. This is that. This will be front. Pretty proud of this so far. I'm gonna keep going. I need to, I think for the next like 4 rows, I'm just gonna be doing the same thing. So I will be back when that's all done. Or if the 45 minutes runs out and I need to get food. just over the 45-minute mark. I'm gonna finish up this row, and then I'll check back in, and then I'm gonna go get some food. So we just finished the row. Looks like we have 4 rows of the half double crochet. One is the half double crochet into each stitch around, and then there are 3 rows of the half double crochet with the increase on the sides. I'll probably do one more of half double crochet increase when I get that, and then see how it's fitting. This is what we have so far. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go get some food. Hey guys, so I wasn't able to come back on and give an update last night. My boyfriend got home and we were chilling together. But while we were chilling, I was able to complete a bit more of the shorts. So this is what I have done. I finished all of the increase rows, and now we're just gonna keep going around, get the length that I need, and then from there we'll split off and do the legs. Probably need 12 more rows to get the length that I want. I want these to be like high-waisted shorts. Personally, I'm a fan of high-waisted, so that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm really proud of the progress so far. I think these are looking pretty good. So I'm gonna start crocheting around again, and it's just gonna be half double crochets in every row for a number of rows. So I'll record a little bit. I do have to leave soon, so when I leave, I'll probably bring this with me, just so that way I can crochet while I'm on the road. But yeah, so let's get started. So I'm gonna have to start getting ready to leave. We crocheted for a little over an hour. So got a couple rows done. Like I said, this was just, crocheting around for a bit. No increases, no decreases, just trying to get the length. So yeah, I am gonna be bringing this with me on the subway. Maybe I'll get some footage. Probably not. The subway is usually pretty packed, so I'm probably not gonna be getting footage, but we'll see. But yeah, so I will be back with an update.
Hey guys, I'm currently in Madison Square Park having a cheeky crochet session. I figured I'll just share a little bit with you guys while I'm here.
Hey Otterpops, so I just got back not too long ago from my day out. Basically I had to drop off some clothes at Goodwill. I went through my closet recently and did a whole toss of a lot of my clothes because I don't really wear a whole lot of them and I'm trying to make room for more. However, while I was out, I did work on the shorts a bit. After I stopped at Goodwill, I went to the park and crocheted there for like an hour or so. And then, I crocheted on the subway home. Overall, good day out. Definitely needed the sunshine. It was very nice today, very sunny. It was nice to get out of the house for a little bit. But while I was out, I kind of realized that there's no way I'm going to finish these in this video. I started it a bit too late, that's on me. But like I said in my first video, this series, it's not gonna be, one item per video every time, just because I do tend to be a slower crocheter. Honestly, I don't mind that. I think it's more realistic. Sometimes you're just going a bit slower than you think you will, and sometimes things come up, and I actually kind of like that for the first video I didn't finish an item because I think it helps relieve a lot of the pressure for the future of this series. Overall, I do wish I had finished it, but I'm not disappointed in myself for not finishing it in this video. There will be a part 2 posted probably next week. In that video, we will finish the shorts, but if I don't stop this video now, it won't be up in time. I'm trying to get this posted tomorrow, and I still have to do a whole lot of editing. So, as of right now, we're gonna stop here. Yeah, it's, I've gotten this far. Let me see if I can get a measurement for how long we have crocheted. So I believe the band, like the ribbing, is about 2 inches. So overall we have about 9 inches of length, and remember, these are going to be high-waisted shorts, and personally I'm not a huge fan of like booty shorts. They look good on a whole lot of people. Personally, I don't think they look good on me, so I'm going high-waisted and with a longer leg. Just that's how I prefer to wear my shorts. I'm an old lady, I'm sorry. So these will take me a bit longer than someone who's, you know, doing a lower waist or, you know, shorter legging, like shorter on the legs. That's just how it is. But yeah, so we do have about 9 inches of length. If I stretch it, you know, it's a little bit longer, but obviously when I wear these, they're going to be a bit more relaxed. With that being said, this is the skein that we're using, by the way. This was a full skein when I started, and I believe we're about halfway through. It is 1,020 yards, 932 meters. It's a 16-ounce skein or 454 grams. So I believe we're about halfway. This is kind of how the skein starts to look when you get halfway. Looks very low energy, I should say. But yeah, so that's my video. You know, if you stuck through the whole thing, thank you for watching. This is definitely going to be a longer form video. Just because, like, personally, I like the longer form videos. When I'm watching YouTube and stuff like that, it means I can crochet for longer without having to change as often, you know, like, I don't have to continuously be messing with the remote. I can just crochet and sit and listen or watch whatever. It means, you know, less stopping for me. So personally, yeah, this is probably going to be a longer form video. We'll see how it comes out. But yeah, if you stuck with me this long, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my next video. It's going to be on Sunday, most likely. And yeah, thank you for watching. Otter out.